Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae, and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the government shutdown and how it failed to pass for another day. We're also going to talk about Social Security, SNAP, SSI, and more. Guys, these updates impact millions of Americans, so I want you to understand exactly what does this mean for you, your loved ones, and all the things when it comes to the money. So if you want to know what's going on with Social Security, SNAP, SSI, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey, friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click that subscribe button down below, and you're in just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like, especially if you love me bringing this content to you. Now, guys, it is bad news all the way around, right? The shutdown is still ongoing. And as of right now, we don't know when it's going to end. But a lot of people have been asking about the cost of living adjustment for 2026. Some people have sent me emails stating that they received a letter that they will be getting that increase come January 2026. We all know that the cost of living adjustment is data from July, August, and September. And the Bureau of Labor Statistics, they usually release this data on October 15th. But due to the shutdown, it's been delayed. Now, they are stating that it has been delayed until October 24th, but we don't know the official amount of the cost of living adjustment, if this is still going to happen on Friday or not, because nothing was passed, right? But the Senior Citizen League forecast that next year adjustment will be 2.7% based on the inflation data. Now, across all age groups, the average cost of living adjustment raise will be anywhere between $36 and $58, assuming it is 2.7%. Now, also this week, payments are set to be distributed despite all the things that are going on Capitol Hill during the government shutdown. So this week, you can expect to receive Social Security payments on October 22nd, as long as you are a Social Security beneficiary born between the 21st and 31st of your birth month as well. So also, what did they have going on this month? Oh, they had where recipients had to have direct deposits set up with your bank accounts or even your direct express cards. Remember, this is a change from paper checks to direct deposited following President Donald Trump's signing of an executive order back in March, which ended the issuance of paper checks by the federal government with the deadline of compliance by September 30th. And if I'm not mistaken, you're going to also receive a second check for Social Security as long as everything passes this month as well, just depending on the dates of how it's set up as well. So it's a lot going on in October. I think a lot of us wanted a little bit more guaranteed regarding the shutdown, but from my understanding, the Social Security Administration stated that Social Security does not have anything to worry about, which is completely different for SSI. So if you or a loved one is receiving SSI, you're going to want to hear this next because there's a lot going on there. And make sure you guys are sharing my videos. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it because the Trump administration proposes cutting SSI to nearly 400,000 recipients, and this could hurt you or a loved one. So one of the proposals that's floating around DC right now, it does involve SSI recipients. Now, reports indicate that the Trump administration is weighing a proposal to cut supplemental security income benefits for low-income older people and severely disabled adults and children. Now, the administration's proposed change would mean that the program would actually revert back to rules that were established 45 years ago. So back in 1980, yeah, I was born in 85, but we'll say the 80s, there was a program that was associated with low income families, and it was aid to families with dependent children. Right now, they have, if someone lives in a house where people receive SNAP benefits or food stamps, they assume that the house doesn't have much money. And since the government understands that probably everyone in that household is struggling, then you get to keep your benefits. But they want to go back to the old rule, back to the 1980 rule that only helps people if they're receiving 10F benefits. So they don't take away any SSI money for the person that's living there. But the problem is right now, a lot of people don't receive 10F benefits anymore. Like more families get SNAP benefits. So what they're trying to do is homes that have SNAP benefits but not 10F benefits, your Social Security or supplemental security income checks will get less money each month if this new rule happened. Some older and disabled adults means that they could lose their money from their SSI, which means it may be harder for them to pay for food, rent, medicine. So right now, SNAP, if you're struggling, your SSI stays in your name, you still get the money. Under the new rule, they won't count SNAP. So then the government might say, look, you're getting help already, so let us go ahead and take some of your SSI benefits. Don't know if this is going to pass, guys. This is just floating around Congress right now. It started back in August. Right now, with everything that's going on with the government shutdown, it really hasn't been brought up. But of course, there's been a lot on that when the money for Social Security would be exhausted by 2033, 2035. This is just one of the options as well, is to go ahead and trim the fat and remove those SSI benefits. So I don't want to provoke any fear. Let me know down below, would this affect you? Are you receiving SSI, or do you know someone who is receiving SSI? It's not 100% that's guaranteed. Don't even know if this will be tabled. You know how things go in Congress when it comes to proposals. Like, sometimes we'll get the proposals, majority of the time we don't. Obviously, there's a proposal that we could get $2,000 stimulus checks. I wouldn't count on it, but there is a proposal that's out there. So wanted to let you know. Let me know down in the comments how this will affect you, and let's go on to SNAP benefits, because there's some changes there as well. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about SNAP benefits for the holidays, because we need this money to get the food for our families, correct? So a lot of posts are floating around on social media where they're stating that SNAP benefits will go out in November. However, the states are taking a different stance. So like in Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Missouri, Nevada, Oregon, Maryland, Illinois, Texas, Florida, New Mexico, Kansas, Ohio, they have posted on their website where recipients will not receive payments for November. So if you look at the State Department of Human Services, a lot of them issued out statements today that if they do not receive any funds from the government, the only funds that will carry over is from your October funds, and they will continue to carry those over month to month if you have those on there. However, as of right now, they will not have the money to pay for SNAP benefits. Now, in Kentucky, they say that they will still go ahead and issue out November benefits for SNAP recipients in their state, because what they're more than likely going to do is use state funds. But let's keep it 100%, guys. A lot of states just don't have the money right now. Alabama, we do not have the money that can cover the cost. So if you are in Kentucky, then yes, they're going to use state funds to still pay out recipients in November. Even if the government is funded, as of right now, the proposal is that it will be funded until November 21st. So keep in mind, we could be back here 30 days from now discussing the same thing when it comes to Christmas. So I'm going to tell all my people that's on SNAP benefits, I know there's several programs that are issuing out food boxes, especially like for military. They have where they're sending food boxes to you. They're doing food drives. I know here in Huntsville, for military associate families, they are giving out gift cards to like the commissary. If you guys want to see a video regarding like food assistance, let me know down in the comments below. Drop your state and I'll definitely bring some of those. Obviously, your popular websites as well, like your United Way, your Salvation Army, you can go to them. And of course, because we're going into Thanksgiving, I think a lot of people will be offering out more food bundles, as well as churches and different organizations. So this is all that I have. Once again, another day, another shutdown, but we got through somehow the pandemic, so we're going to be okay. I'll continue to bring videos. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, grab you some Amazon Prime for free, and let me know down below, like, are you ready for this shutdown to be over? Are you a little bit worried? Let's talk about it in the comments, and I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.